Let's go ahead and see what we can find. What's good, everybody? It's your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, for any of you that may be tuning in for the first time, that is where I, your partner MoneyBass, come out here. I may catch a bass or two, and once I bring those fish to the boat, I will let you take a look. I will put those fish on a measuring board, let you kind of get an idea of the length, the girth, so that you can guesstimate what the weight of that fish is. Now, if you guess the exact weight of that fish, you can walk away with a nice, crisp $20 bill, $40 bill, just depends. Now, the full payout, I know you guys have seen the title of the live stream. The full payout, we're sitting at a nice and easy $100, all right? Now, the way that we do this is we break that down and pay it out in increments. So for every fish that is caught, if you guess the weight of that fish, you can walk away with a nice crisp $20 bill, all right? You get one guess per fish. That is it. One guess per fish, all right? If you guess the exact weight of that fish, like I just said, you will get that payout. Now, membership does have its privileges. We have people with badges next to their name. You'll see them coming to the chat, like Steve Wimpy. Steve Wimpy. Who else do we have? Do we have another member of the Money Team in the chat yet? Not yet, but you guys will see them. They will have badges next to their name. They kind of stand out. They will get 2 guesses per fish. Now, if they guess the exact weight, membership does have its privileges. Not only do they get 2 guesses per fish, they will also get twice the payout, all right? So we're out here to have a little bit of fun. We're out here for a good time, not a long time, because you see your partner have gloves on today, but I won't have them on for long. It is a little chilly, so we're not gonna be out here for long. Just gonna see if we can get a fish or two to the boat and see if anybody's gonna walk away with some of this weekday cash. Now, what is today? What's today? Is today Tuesday, Wednesday? I think today's Thursday, right? Yeah, I think today's Thursday. So let's get some of these rods set up. Once we get all these rods and everything set up, guys, then we're gonna get right to it, see if we can locate some fish first. Once we locate those fish, then we're gonna take a look around and see if we can catch 1 or 2 of them. All right, so let's see. Crankbait. I don't think I'm gonna use a crankbait today. Shout out to Ken. I see Ken, he says no hunting today, so you need to catch some. All right, Ken, we're gonna see if we can get out here and catch 1 or 2. So we're not gonna use a crankbait today. Let's see, should we use this minnow bait right there? I hear people talking about them a lot. Let's go ahead and try that. So we'll keep this right here on the deck. And what else do we have? Of course, we have a spoon. We have a drop shot. I might try that. Let's see what else we have. What else do we have here? We have a jerk bait. Nah, I don't think we're gonna be using that jerk bait today. So let's go ahead and move that to the back. Ken says, you better throw that. What's that? That minnow bait, Ken? I need to throw that minnow bait. All right, so we'll do that. But we're gonna be out in deeper water today. I don't really feel like going shallow. Isn't that how you say it? Shallow? I'm not gonna be really going shallow today. Have a nice little swim bait. Okay, yeah, I think we'll try. Nah, let's put that to the back. Let's put that to the back. So what do we have? What do we have on deck? We're going with that minnow bait. We're gonna go with a drop shot. Of course, you know I have to keep my shaky head on deck and a spoon. So we have 4 rods up here. And let's get these to the back so that we can get to it. You can do it, put your back into it. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, as you guys come into the live stream, remember, likes are important. Likes are what can get somebody paid. If there are no likes, then the fish do not get weighed. So make sure as you come into the chat, you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. Now let's go ahead and take a look around and see what we can see. I'm gonna use a little bit of live imaging today. Lawrence, what's going on? He says drop shot with a 2-inch paddle tail minnow. Okay. On my drop shot, I don't even have a paddle tail on mine. I just use like some type of minnow bait or a straight worm. We have King Houdini checking back in, says like and subscribe. That's right. Make sure as you come into the chat, you guys go ahead and keep those likes up for me, because the more people we get in here, we need them to know the routine. We need you guys to go ahead and set the precedent. All right, so take a look right there, guys. That looks like that may be some fish. We're sitting in 81 feet of water right now. Let me drop this depth down a little bit more. 85. There we go. So we're sitting right on the edge of the timber line is what we're doing. Nobody really says, did you double tap your screen? Did you guys double tap your screen yet? What he's trying to let you know is to like. All you have to do is double tap. Tap, tap, tap that screen, and you will see fireworks going off on the screen. That will let you know that you have went ahead and liked the video. Now, hopefully, you know, we can keep those likes right up there with the viewer count. That is the goal. All right, so I see a little bit of action down there on the bottom. Well, not really action. They look like they're just down there relaxing. Now, take a look at the scenery, guys. Let's take a look around and let you guys see what I can see. It is a beautiful day out here. Nice and sunny. And take a look where we're at. Does this look familiar to anybody? Does anybody know what part of the lake we're on? Now, take a look at that. Sun shining nice and bright. Let me zoom in on it down there for you. Oh, yeah. So we're out here doing something a little different. Gonna see what we can find for the day. Now, this is a long way down there. We're in 65 feet, guys, and I'm still dropping. Ken said, likes should be the first thing you do. That's right. Go ahead and tap that screen and get those likes up for me. This spoon is still falling, guys. We are really in some deep water right now. Man, it's still falling. Take a look at that spool, guys. Okay, did it stop? All right, so we're finally down on the bottom. Let's see if these fish want to come up and play. All right, I see the spoon right there. Is that a fish right there looking at it already? Do they want to come and hang out and talk to your partner, MoneyBass? All right, we have Balik in the chat. Says Salmon, Uzbekistan. Oh, my goodness. Salam, Uzbekistan. We had someone from Uzbekistan, I believe it was a month or two ago. Appreciate you for tuning in. What kind of fish are you catching out there in a completely different part of the world? What kind of fish are you catching out there? Nobody really says, I got a feeling there's gonna be a winner today. Okay, well, I'm trying something different today, so we're gonna see if what I'm doing is gonna be able to get some fish to the boat. Hopefully so. Then we can get one or two in here. Shout out to Balik. Really appreciate you tuning in. We have Batman. Says ciao from Italia. From Italy. What's going on? Good to see you in the chat. We are worldwide. Who is this thing? Killer Mike back in the chat. Good to see you. Now we're gonna see if we can get a fish or two to the boat, guys. And like I told you, we are out here for a good time, not a long time. So when we get a fish to the boat, you better make your guesses count. Now remember, you get one guess per fish. Now each time I get a fish to the boat, you get one guess. The easiest and quickest way to get DQ'd is to put more than one guess in the chat. Now we're sitting in about 59, 60 feet of water now. So I came up a little bit more shallow than what I was just a second ago, guys. So we're just gonna let the spoon drop all the way down to the bottom. So if you take a look on the screen, you can kind of see it right there. It's still in the beam. So I'm just gonna let this drop all the way down here. Now you kind of see a little bit of movement down here on the bottom. So that's what we're looking for. Just trying to see if we can find those schools of fish that are down here relating to all the way on the bottom now. So the water temp is 48 degrees. The water temp has steadily been dropping. Just a few weeks ago, not even a few weeks ago, the water temps were in the mid to high 50s. All right, there we go, guys. So we're down. Oh my goodness. This is not the right reel to be. Really, I normally use a spoon. I mean a spinning rod whenever I'm fishing with a spoon. But you know, sometimes you just have a feel. I just want to feel a bait caster in there. Shout out to Alexandra with the eyeballs. What's the eyes? What do you see? Do you see your partner MoneyBass out here doing this thing called Bass for Cash? Is that what you're looking at? So yeah, we get out here and gets the job done. So we're looking around right now. I'm gonna fish this point. Voodoo said, Alexandra, you gonna let me win today? Daily notification says, my Nobody Really account just got banned again. Thanks, YouTube, for messing up. Goodness, daily notifications. What is going on out there? Mark Allen says, my camera is sleeping up here in Michigan for the winter, going through fisherman's draws. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so, you know, from what I hear, today is the quiet before the storm. This is the quiet before the storm that I've been hearing about. So as you guys know, there's raging fires going on out here. And where is that at? Is that in California? Where are those fires taking place at, guys? And then we have, hold on just a second. I have to make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. That's right, in California. So prayers goes out to the people out there going through that hardship. Hopefully they'll be all right. And everybody out there, I see people out sliding on the interstate, having big car pileups and everything going on out there right now. Balik says they're out there catching carp. So when you catch those carp, do you eat those or do you throw them back? What do you guys do with those carp? Los Angeles County, that is right. What's going on, Avon says, hello, it's my brother Dylan's birthday, but he goes by Deal. What's going on, Deal? And what's his last name? Does anybody see his last name? Who is that, Bart Simpson? That would get the guy when he would order pizza? Yes, I have an order for Mr. Doe, last name Deal. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. That's a good one. We got Avon says, hey, well, I think I can trick him. I think I can get old MoneyBass to say it. All right, Mark Allen says, almost bought a Nitro like yours, ended up buying a Camus instead. Both are great boats. Oh, yeah, if you can get out there and catch a fish on it, if you can set the hook from it and get you a fish to the boat, make it back alive and safely, then, hey, everybody, you know, some people have their personal preferences, but you can get out here and make it happen. Voodoo says, all good, Alexandria. I was just kidding. Uh-oh, yeah. Alexandria hit you with the DQ, Voodoo. You better be careful out there in these YouTube streets. Or we have half hawk, half man. Back once again, says, finish for the lyric. You've got to fight for your right to party, right? I mean, everybody knows about the Beastie Boys. All right, let's see. Now we're sitting in about 38 feet of water. Let's go ahead and test this out over here. Voodoo says, no, please don't DQ me. Yeah, you don't want to be famous. Balik says, do you like carp or not? I think I've caught a carp before. But what do you guys do with those carp? Do you eat those carp or do you put them back? Do you just catch them for fun? I hear some people say they're like a bony fish, so they don't really eat those that much. All right, want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Just want to throw that out there so you guys remember that name. You got to remember the name. We have Has It going in the chat with the squiggly lines. I can't pronounce it, but really appreciate you for stopping in the chat, checking it out. Adam says they're pretty tasty. Adam is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bite that carp. Go ahead and get a carp to the boat. Adam says he'll bite that carp. Julian says it's a little quiet in here. Where is Pure Alaska? Pure Alaska might be out there hunting some moose right now. Shout out to Pure Alaska, the sponsor of the last live stream. What day was that when we were out here? We were having a good old time. We're having a good time, just hanging out. Mark says caught a 15-pound carp on a Demiki Vault bass fishing. Oh my goodness. Voodoo says Pure Alaska is in Alaska. What's going on, James? We have James Larry tuning back in. New member of the Money Team says, good day. I want to wish all the best during the upcoming storm tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we're going to have some fun. It's going to be storming. Who is ready for the storm? Did everybody go and get some extra loaf of bread and some milk? All right, let's go ahead and switch over to the shaky head for just a minute or two. Go ahead and drag it on the bottom. But you know what I need? I think I need to put a little something on there. Does anybody know what I need on this shaky head? Does anybody know what I need on it? That's kind of a clue. I need something on it. Does anybody know what I need on it? What do I need on this shaky head to activate it? We're gonna activate this shaky head. Man, I wish I could find my other. I don't know what happened to it. Just take a second to look around into my bag of tricks. See what all we have in here. See what's good. There we go. I knew I'd find it. Does anybody know what I was looking for? Does anybody know what I found? Get everything back in here. That's right, Ken. I had to put some stank on it. Julian knows. Got to put a little stank on it, guys. Put some stank on it, make them be like, what is that? It smells kind of tasty. Let me go and put my mouthpiece on it. All right, there we go. What's going on, Fernando? Have Fernando tuning in. He's like, hey, I heard about this thing called Bass for Cash. What is it? Because I want to win it. The wind got that cast. That was not good. Jordan says a Steve Austin toy doll. Pam. Shout out to Jim. Hit him with the gorilla snot. Oh my goodness. Not the gorilla snot. Well, I was definitely out here snotting the other day. What's going on, Les? Adam says, I just happened up. I'm subscribed now. Oh my goodness. Well, guess what that means, Adam? That means that you can participate in this thing that we call Bass for Cash. It does not cost anything to participate. For anybody that's here for the first time, Bass for Cash is where I come out here. You'll see me out here having a little fun fishing. Generally, we're going to catch spotted bass out here. Once I get a fish to the boat, I'll put it on a measuring board, let you kind of get an idea of the length, the width, the girth of that fish. And if you guess the exact weight of that fish, you will walk away with a nice payout. All right. So right now, oh my goodness. Right now, the full payout, we're sitting at a nice crisp $100 bill is sitting in the pot for today. Now, what we do is we pay that out in increments. For every fish that is caught, if you guess the exact weight of that fish, you will walk away with a nice $20 bill. It doesn't cost a thing to participate. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. That is it. Now, membership does have its privileges. If you are a member of the channel, you will see those are the people that have a badge right next to their name. You will hear me referring to them as the Money Team. Now, if a member of the Money Team, when they're participating, they get 2 guesses per fish. Now, if anybody else puts more than 1 guess per fish, then you immediately get that DQ. Alexandria, she has her eyes on you. She'll hit you with the DQ. That means none of your guesses count. So you do not want to put more than 1 guess, and you do not want to put your 1 guess more than once. Do not spam the chat or you will be DQ'd, all right? Now, that's all it takes to win. Money Team members, they also will get twice the payout, all right? So just pay attention to the messages that Alexandria is putting in the chat for you guys. And also, if you need a little bit more of an explanation, make sure you check the description. Full details are in the description, guys, so you can know all of the rules of engagement. All right, Lawrence says from South Africa. What's going on, Lawrence? Back in the chat once again. We have Uzbekistan. We have South Africa. We have Italy in the chat. In the chat, let me know, where are you guys from? Emmanuel says, where in South Africa are you, man? Because I'm in Cape Town. Look at that. We're doing worldwide networking. Worldwide networking. Can you believe that? So I am out here. I am down south. I am in Georgia, and I'm on a lake called Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is where I'm at, guys. I saw somebody ask me that in the chat. That was Adam. Shout out to Adam. Emmanuel says, I don't know if it's me talking. Let me see. You talking about, but I am from South Africa, and it's 10 to 10 at night. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you're a little bit ahead of us out there. Emmanuel says, I hope you catch a big one. I do, too. I agree with you, Emmanuel. I would have to say I agree. We need to get a big into the boat, make everybody happy. I think we're sitting right on top of some right now, too, guys. Let's drop a spoon down there on them. Hit them in the head with a spoon and see if that'll get them to come up. But they're sitting in about 30 feet of water, so we'll see. Generally, I try to go out to about 40 feet or something like that. See if I can get their attention that way. What's going on, Teresa? Have Teresa back in the chat. Teresa says, I'm from ATI. What is ATI? Or is that ATL? Give us some clarification, Teresa. Dr. Varushali says, can you please tell how do you fish in the easiest way? So the easiest way, if you just want to go out and catch fish, is to just go and get some live bait, like some worms or some live minnows. Get some live minnows, something like that, and you'll probably catch one pretty easy that way. Live bait is the easy way out. But you see with your partner, what I'm out here doing, I don't take the easy way out. We get out here and we work for it a little bit. Shout out to Ken, says, I really wish you would do one day beating the banks with crankbaits. You would be surprised what you will catch. Yeah, I plan on doing that. But I generally want to get out and do that a little earlier in the day. And as you see, I come out in the afternoon most of the time. Supreme Bear says, is it cold going fishing? So I think the temps are, well, for me, today is, based on some of the other days I've been out here, today was actually a nice day. So take a look around, guys. Have some nice scenery. You see the sun is out shining bright. There are no clouds, so it's not overcast or anything today. So I think the temps are around 45 degrees right now, which is pretty decent. Pretty decent day out here on the lake. Uh-oh, Teresa says she's from ATL. So you're not far. Look at Teresa. So have you been to Lake Lanier before? And if you have, what did you catch? Derek says it's 21 degrees with 6 feet of snow where he's at. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I'm not in that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at Mark. He's trying to get somebody upset in there. Mark said, I hope that fish flops around on the boat. What did he say? Where did it go? Where did Mark? He said, like Georgia's guard did against Kentucky in the last basketball game. Oh, my goodness. Mark, you're trying to hurt some people's feelings. All right, guys. So we're going to be out here for a short time. Not a long time today, but hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 fish to the boat so we can do this thing we call Bass for Cash. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And if you have not already, please make sure you take a second to double tap your screen to hit that like button, all right? So I'll be in and out of the chat, seeing what you guys are talking about, seeing who do we have visiting for today. Now, if this is your first time coming to the channel, type new in the chat, N-E-W, put new in the chat if this is your first time coming to the channel. All right, Teresa says, I found some rims and crappie. All right, so you come out and do some crappie fishing. All right, shout out to Teresa. She knows what's going on. All right, so I want to give a warm welcome to Adam. Adam says, I'm new. Sini River says, I'm new. We have Kapu says, hello. All right, Amanda says, I'm new. Ed says, Georgia's somewhat relevant in basketball for the first time in 20 years. Uh-oh. You're getting it started. All right, so we have a lot of new people in the chat. Shout out to Derek. We have Giddy Up. We have Rushali checking in. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. All right, I see you, Alex. So yeah, guys, all we're doing, we're just gonna be out here. I'm trying to catch a fish on a shaky head right now, so I'm just kind of fishing a slow technique. Let me see. On the way up says I'm new. Alex is new. Kapu says, how many have you caught? Kapu, we haven't caught any. We've been fishing for 15 to 20 minutes, something like that. All right, Voodoo says, get those likes up. Uh-oh, what are the likes looking like, guys? Make sure as you come into the chat that you go ahead and double tap your screen to get the likes up. So the likes really do help help out the channel. Let me see. Fits in the tent says, be safe out there, brother. I live here in Gainesville, right by Lanier. All right, good deal, good deal. Might see you on the lake sometime. We have Rishpa checking in, says, what's up, bro? You like outer boards? I do not know what that is. Adam says, I fish at my uncle's place on Lanier. Okay, all right. Uh-oh, who is this? I knew it had to be Clint. Clint is in the chat already, hitting up the channel with the first gifted super chat of the day, which makes him the sponsor, the current sponsor of today's live stream. So shout out to Max Tall. He gave him that new membership, so that adds him to the list of people that can put in 2 guesses per chat. They also have access to members-only content. A few other perks come along with that. Really appreciate that, Clint Perry. If you guys could, put CP in the chat. Coming in here, showing love, spreading the love, giving you guys a chance to win those free gifted memberships. Clint Perry said, I made it. It says Florida beat #1 team. You guys know about those sports, right? Pale Rider says, poor Hippie Dave missed it again. Man, I don't think Hippie Dave is going to get a membership. If it was going to happen for Hippie Dave, it would have happened a long time ago. But they have been trying to get Hippie Dave a free membership for I don't know how many months. But I keep telling you guys, Hippie Dave has actually won Bass for Cash. So he has the funds to actually get his own membership if he wanted. Make sure you guys continue to double tap that screen to get the likes up. We're going to move around a little bit more today. Oh, my goodness, Hippie Dave, he heard me. Oh, no, Hippie Dave says, how dare you, Money? I didn't know Hippie Dave was in the chat. Hippie Dave caught me. I thought I was talking about him. It wouldn't be behind his back. It would be behind his screen. I thought I was talking about Hippie Dave behind his screen, but he caught me. All right, guys. I think we should get 1 or 2 fish to the boat today. But what I really wanted to do was go out and fish some of that deep timber to see if I can locate some of those fish that kind of, you know, live and move out there whenever the water temps start getting low. So let's do that now. I'm going to go ahead and get right on top of this point. And we're just going to start moving out further and further until we start seeing timber out here. We have On the Way Up says, where are you fishing at? I'm out here fishing on Lake Lanier. I'm in Georgia. I'm down south out here having a good time. The weather is nice and sunny today. The winds are light. Man, I see the birds out there. I hope, are those birds or are those fish out there jumping? I think those are birds out there. D Nice says, I'm going ice fishing on Saturday, going after crappie and walleye. All right, good deal. Emmanuel says, how's it going, brother? The one is called chat. Justin says, what are you trying to catch? So we're out here looking for spotted bass right now. So we are on the hunt for some spotted bass. And once I get that bass to the boat, that is when we do this thing called Bass for Cash. That is where I bring the fish to the boat. I show you the fish, and all you have to do is guess the weight of the fish. And you can walk away with a nice and easy $20 bill, $40 bill, depending on, what your mood is. How do you feel for today? The full payout that we have in the pot, guys, is $100, and that's just paid out in increments, all right? So all I'm doing right now is just kind of staying in the chat, and I'm idling around. And what we're doing is I'm looking for fish that are relating to the bottom of the lake. So that's what I'm doing right now. Once I find those fish, because today, once again, I'm targeting those fish with a spoon. Nice and easy. I threw some little eyeballs on there. You guys see that? Put a little red eye on each side. And I put a feathered hook on here. Just something to make me feel good. I want to feel good about the fish I catch. So if this doesn't work, then what I'm going to do is just kind of move back into a cove. D-Nice says, you not at the president funeral in Georgia? No, sir. I don't go down there through all that traffic. It's kind of crazy when you leave from when you get on the interstate out here. Not going to be able to do it. Ernesto said, that's a nice view. Appreciate that. Look at that. Yeah, it is kind of lovely out here. Look at the sun shining nice and bright. Voodoo says, interstate through Atlanta is crazy. It sure is. I have a question. In the chat, do any of you fish tournaments? If you fish tournaments, put the word tournament in the chat, because I may have a little something for you guys. If you fish tournaments, like bass tournaments, crappie tournaments, any type of fishing tournament, put the word tournament in the chat. Uh-oh, we had Donald Brown in here. Donald Brown is like, oh, I'm here for some of that money. He was like, I almost won it last time, but I'm going to get it today. He said, today is my day. Shout out to Voodoo. He says tournament. Does anybody else in the chat fish tournaments? Is it only Voodoo? Are you the only tournament guy? We have C219 Troll. There he is. Out there winning those, getting those crappy tournament checks. Hassan, all right, good deal. Let me see. Vino says catch a swordfish. Oh my goodness. Vino says, catch a swordfish and I'll give you $50. Shoot, it'd be worth more than $50 if I caught a swordfish, especially out of a freshwater lake. I'd be kind of famous. Balik says, please make a long-range request. Uh-oh, what kind of request do you have? All right, Christopher Q says tournament. Donald Brown says, you ain't know? You ain't know I'm trying to get some of that cash for that bass? Balik says, make a long-term request. Okay, I'm waiting to see what that request is. Hassan says, I'm from Amsterdam. All right, good deal. Good to see you tuning in and hanging out with everybody today. So I have not located where the fish are at yet, guys. We're still on the hunt. Hassan says carp fishing. Vino says 50,000. What is 50,000? Master of Game says this is very relaxing. Oh yeah, it's kind of fun to get out here and do a little fishing every now and then. Drill and Chill says MoneyBass, Wisconsin here. Shout out to Wisconsin. Is it cold? Are you cold in Wisconsin right now? Are you cold? That's what I want to know. Is it cold in Wisconsin? Vino says, joking, I won't give you any for the swordfish. You would just magically make the chat say W. Hassan says, can you say hello from Romacia? Romacia? Am I saying that right? All right, I told you guys we are worldwide. Grab It says, this is my first time fishing. All right, well, welcome to the channel. Good to have you stopping through for a quick minute. And you guys know what I said. We're here for a good time, not a long time. We're going to be out here for an hour or two and see what we can get to the boat. Balik says, my farthest throw is 100 meters. Oh, my goodness. I don't go for distance. We don't distance cast. I'm just dropping it straight down. Daily notification says, did you double tap your screen? Did you guys double tap your screen? Who has hit the like button for me? If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat for me. I just want to see who is in here participating. Who's helping your partner out? The burning season in the chat. Let's see. Are you here to cause some problems? The burning season says, Money, how you feel? Let's see. How you feel about Alabama going to slot limits? I love it. Attorneys need to change. Weigh-ins aren't good for lakes. I guess I don't really have enough information to know whether it's good or bad or what. But for tournaments, that's a tough one because you already know my thoughts about tournaments and having to compete against people when you know there's people out there that are cheating and things like that. So the reason why I'm saying that is because I think about catch, weigh, release type tournaments and things like that. All right, really appreciate all of you guys for hitting that like button. If you have not hit the like button, it is free to hit the like button. All you have to do is double tap your screen, guys. All right, so we're going to pack up and move a little bit. So I'm not really seeing the type of activity that I was hoping I would see over here. So we're not going to go that far. We're just going to idle around a little bit and see if I can find some bait fish real quick. But yeah, so burning season, what are your thoughts on the slot limit? What are your thoughts on that? Burning season says if people will cheat in a catch, weigh, release, they will cheat in a regular tournament. People are scumbags. Oh yeah, you know they're out there cheating. They're out there trying to make it happen the best way they can. But I kind of have fun doing the live catch, weigh, release tournaments. Those are kind of fun to me, especially when it's like a group of people that you know. So that is why I was asking about who fishes tournaments in the chat. Now, if you are a tournament fisherman, I need you guys to go to fishxlive.com. Put that in your browser, fishxlive.com. Let's see if I can pull that up for you guys real quick. Let's put this over here so I can scan a little bit while we're looking. Fishxlive.com. Fishxlive.com, guys. It is currently set up to where everybody can go here and get a free 7-day trial subscription. Now, it is not tournament season yet. So what is going to happen is this will be reset for tournament season. But right now, you guys can get that free subscription set up. So I would definitely say go and take advantage of that. And what FishX Live will do for you, one of the things that I'm currently using is the, let me see if I go to my profile page and go to my journal of catches over here, you can see the fish that we have been catching since we've been out here. Now, this is just for January. The fish we've been catching in January, guys. So there they go. I can track the fish, the weight, all of that good stuff. And let me just click on one real quick and just give you a quick breakdown. So there's the picture of me holding the fish. You can see the weight, the length, the type of fish that it is, the bait that was used. So I just showed you guys that spoon that I was using. And then the weather, basically your weather report. The other thing that is critical is your notes. So this right here, it was that was the fish that we named it Large Marge, guys. So we caught this one on the live. Caught it on a spoon in about 40 feet of water. Outside temperature was about 45 degrees. So it was a similar day to today. So what that tells me is I really should head back over to this same location where I bought this fish. Where I caught this fish on live. So, well, I could have bought it too, right? But I have on the map where I was at, so I could zoom in on this map and go right over to that same place based on the information that I'm picking up from the FishX Live app. So I know some of you already have your FishX Live app. If you have already downloaded FishX Live, put fishxlive.com in the chat for me, guys. I just want to see. I want to kind of gauge the room to see who is familiar with or has actually used FishX Live. And it is a tournament app, guys. So if you are in a club, a bass club or crappie fishing club or any type of club, it is an app that will allow you to have live tournaments, live leaderboard, live chat. All of that stuff is what that app does. Vino says, yo, bro, the camera is glitching. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Depending on where we're at in the reception, all that good stuff. So we're sitting in 43 feet of water right now, guys. 43 feet. And we're going to be going after some of these fish that are relating to the bottom right now. Sitting in 43 feet of water. So has anybody else in the chat been fishing lately, or has it been a little too cold where you're at? I know some of you are out there battling against the snow. Some of you are actually out there battling against fires, depending on where you're at. All right, guys, we are at 87 likes. We need 13 more likes, and then we're going to go ahead and get it started. Did you guys know that research shows that likes make the fish bite? Did you know that? Did you know that likes make the fish bite? Chase Wildlife and Outdoors says, I've been ice fishing up here in Idaho all month. All right, what kind of fish are you catching? What kind of fish are you catching out there? Vino says, I never went fishing, but I am a fan of looking at fishing videos and want to be a fisherman one day. All right, Vino. How old are you, Vino? And where are you from? Easy Flip says, I think that's cap. Hitting the like button does not help the fish bite. Well, try it and see. Try it and see, Easy Flips. Let's see. Did you hit the like button? If you hit the like button, then we'll find out for sure if it works or not. Tay says, fishing this weekend, had a tournament last weekend. So how'd you do in your last tournament? How did you do on your last tournament? IDK, I'm currently throwing a shaky head. What's going on, Lucy? Glad to have you back in the chat. We're out here doing a little bit of fishing, having some fun. Emmanuel says, I am from South Africa. It is summer here by us, and the fish is a lot of catching. Let's see, what does he say? Some nice carp and big bass. Oh, my goodness, not the big bass. Easy Flip says, what are you trying to catch? So we're out here fishing for spotted bass. Sometimes we catch largemouth bass too. Just really depends. But the main target is going to be spotted bass for today. Grab It says, no fish, no fun. No fish, no fun. There's no way you're having fun out there, MoneyBass, if you're not catching fish. Now, is that true? Has anybody ever gone fishing, didn't catch any fish, and still had fun? Put yes if you have, and put no if you do not have fun, if you don't catch any fish. Put yes if you can fish, not catch anything, and still have fun, and no if that is not an option for you. All right, that be me. That be me. Oh, that be me says, yes, I have. Voodoo says, yes, of course. Shard Jam says, yes, but bring plenty of beer. Oh, my goodness, that's the beer and the fish. Easy Flip says, only with the 12 packs. All right, so we haven't got anything to the boat yet, guys. just trying a few different things. I went to a different area of the lake today. I wanted to see if I could find some deep timber, but that was the original plan. But once I got here, I did not actually follow my game plan. I ended up doing something different altogether. So maybe we'll still try that. So we haven't got any fish to the boat, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Mark Shannon says better than a 9 to 5 all day. The burning season says, Money, how do you feel about the elites having a pro that's been arrested for tourney fraud fishing? That's a trick question. That's a trick question. Give me some details, the burning season. What was he found guilty? Well, you said he was arrested. So he wasn't found guilty of anything yet, just arrested. The arrested part is kind of tricky. So do you punish someone for being arrested or for what they're actually found guilty for? That's my first question. So the burning season, do you punish someone for being arrested or is it whether they're guilty or not first? That's what I want to know first. The burning season says he wrote down a BS license number on paperwork. All right, so the burning season, does someone have to be guilty or is just being arrested enough? What do you think? Does it matter if someone's guilty or not? Talk to me, burning season. Does it matter if the person is guilty or not or is being arrested enough? And what they're guilty of, if they are guilty. But just the first simple question first. Does it matter if someone is guilty or not, or just the fact of being arrested means that they should be facing some type of punishment? All right. Owen says, well, everyone has a right to a jury, so you punish them after they are found guilty. All right. So Owen says, hey, can't just be punishing people for getting arrested. All right. Let's see. Burning season says, it'll get pleaded down to some BS, but it's obviously he frauded a tourney. So the question is, the burning season, does it matter if they are guilty or not, or are you saying only if they're arrested? So if they're arrested, is that enough? Because the question was, how do I feel about someone that was arrested, right? But I just need some clarification. All right, North Carolina Whiskey Junkie says, yes, it matters. So many people get arrested every day for no reason. Charmax says, definitely guilty until proven isn't. And let me see, proven innocent until, okay. Burning Season says, not in this situation because it's obviously he frauded the attorney. So Burning Season, let's see. He says not true to. Let's see. What does Teresa say? Teresa says he didn't have a fishing license. But Burning Season, listen. Burning Season, this is the question. Burning Season, does it matter if the person is guilty or not, or does it matter if they're arrested? Is that good enough for them to receive some type of punishment? Just from being arrested, or do you think that they should actually be found guilty of something? What do you think, Burning Season? Charmax says, I meant innocent until proven guilty. All right. Grab it says, let the man fish. I'm waiting for the answer. I want to see. Shout out to the Outdoor King. We have the King in the house. Outdoor King says, what's up, Money? What's going on, Outdoor King? We're out here, doing a little fishing and conversation, as we always do. Just having some fun with it. And we're also doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. We're going to see if we can catch a bass or two. We have TD Outdoors tuning in. Owen says, what does Owen say? I don't know the context of the conversation, but in general, anyone can get falsely accused and arrested. They must be found guilty in court to receive punishment. All right, the Burning Season says being arrested is enough in this situation because it's obvious he tried to fraud the attorney. Like I said, it'll get pleaded down to some BS. All right, so burning season is the answer to your question. So I'm going to ask you a yes or no question because it seems like you're not answering the question. The question is, if someone is arrested, is that enough for you to give them a punishment, or do they need to be found guilty? So yes, being arrested is enough, or no, they do need to be found guilty of something. Killer Mike says, my coworker and I just yelled at my boss, talking about MoneyBass. Oh my goodness, what kind of conversation is going on over there? Uh-oh, it says hello from Bali, Indonesia. Said it's 4:15 over there. I told you guys we are worldwide. We have a few people that tune in and watch from Indonesia. And I always ask, what kind of fish are you guys catching out there in Indonesia? What kind of Indonesian fish do you have out there? And I'm still waiting for the burning season. I don't know if the burning season is going to answer the question, because I don't think he likes to answer. But talk to us, burning season. Talk to us. Should somebody be punished off of just being arrested, or should they be found guilty of something? Okay, here he goes. He said, I did answer. In this situation, he said, no, burning season, you are not answering the question I'm asking you. You're answering the question that you want to answer. My question is, should someone that is arrested only, they have not been found guilty of anything, be punished for being arrested? That is the question. Or should they be able to go and go to court and be found guilty of something? That is the question. Burning season, look, I'm going to keep asking. Right now, everybody can see that you are not answering the question. So look, burning season, if we were in court, now I would say, Your Honor, what do they say? Permission to treat the what is the person on the that you're questioning? Permission to treat them with hostile, for being hostile. Burning season still won't answer the question. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Shout out to the Outdoor King. Says still grieving, but staying positive. Wait a minute, I missed something, Outdoor King. Still grieving about what happened. Owen says, burning season, come on, brother. Come on, burning season. We're waiting. We're waiting for you to admit it. He doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to admit it. Burning, because I don't think the burning season would be okay with someone giving him a sentence or giving him punishment only because he was arrested. You got arrested? Oh my goodness, Outdoor King. Hippie Dave says, Outdoor King, is your name Chad? I'm waiting to see who is Outdoor King. Is Outdoor King and Chad the same person? Oh man, so we missed that Outdoor King. Well, I did. Yeah, definitely. Our condolences for your father. We had someone the other day, Chad, going through the same situation. Definitely a tough thing. But hopefully, hanging out with us a little bit will help you feel a little bit better. Outdoor King says, I remember Chad from the last time I was on. Yep, so Chad was in here. He had just lost his father, and also he had just received a gifted membership the same day. And he actually won Bass for Cash that day. So it was kind of a special day that day. That was a real good stream. Had a lot of fun with that, and being able to be a part of that whole situation. It was kind of a good thing, guys. Everybody coming together. All right, let's see. The burning season is back in action. It seems like he may have answered the question, guys. Let's see. Did we pin him down? Let's see. I doubt it. I doubt Burning Season answered the question. He says, when it comes to the law, innocent until proven guilty. But when it comes to the elites, the Burning Season, okay. But when it comes to the elites, he should be thrown out. It's obvious he frauded it. Oh, goodness. The Burning Season, you're saying he does not deserve, he does not deserve a trial. He doesn't deserve it. He's not in America. He's not American. He is not American. Throw him in the jail. But yeah, if everybody could wish Outdoor King, let's go ahead and wish him our deepest condolences. I mean, definitely going through a hard time. And also want to give a big shout out to Chad. Came in and hung out with us for a while. Outdoor King says, yeah, it was emotional for me that day when Chad was on. I felt like that was God speaking. Yeah, that day. I mean, I think a lot of people in the chat were really choked up, guys, because he came in, he got a gifted membership, which allowed him to put 2 guesses in the chat. With those 2 guesses, he was able to guess the weight of the fish. His first time coming into the live stream too, guys. And he won, I believe it was $50. He won $50. And he had said that him and his dad had always wanted to come and fish this lake. And see, right now, guys, I'm down here by the dam, just kind of cruising around. He said his dad had always wanted to fish this lake, but never did. And so now he saw me catch that fish. He guessed the weight of that fish and got that $50 payout. Now, what Chad did next was took that $50 and gifted it back to the channel and bought 10 channel memberships for people. So it was really a different kind of day, guys. It was a good day. All right, I see Peril Rider giving shouts out to Outdoor King, Steve Wimpy wishing them condolences. Good deal, guys. So yeah, we're gonna get out here and we're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna have a good time out here. The Outdoor King says, thanks all, and prayers to Chad and his family as well. Now let's stay strong. Let's go. All right, Outdoor King. So I need to go ahead and get a fish for Outdoor King. So right now, I mean, I haven't been able to find the fish, guys. I'm out here going to, I'm down by the dam, as you guys can see. That's the dam right there. So we're just cruising around. I'm gonna go out into the center of the ditch in just a second and see what I can see out there. It's a real nice, pretty day. But we're staying in the chat. Let me hop back in the chat. The Burning Season says, if you were an attorney and there was a dude arrested for attorney fraud and it got pleaded down to some BS, how would you feel about the legitimacy? My tongue is tired. My lips are cold. All right. He says, how would you feel about the legitimacy of the tournament? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's the easy one and a hard one right at the same time, right, Burning Season? So for me, I can just tell, look, I'm going to do like you did. I'm going to answer the question I want to answer. So for me, that is one of the things that turned me off from tournaments. Just the fact that we know now that there are so many people out there cheating in tournaments, whether it's in a big way or in a small way. It was just, yeah, it just got to be too much for me. So for me, I mean, like I said, I like fishing little smaller events where pretty much everybody. So if one of your friends wins or something like that, you're just giving some money to your friend or something anyways. And you see how we do the lives on here, those live tournaments. So those are definitely a lot of fun. Man, I'm not seeing any fish back here at all. What is going on? Crankbait says, I get it. Occasional tourneys, but week after week, no thanks. All right. Burning Season says, we had a guy winning everything. Come to find out, dude was going in a marina that had a no fishing sign. People are trash. Oh, my goodness. The Burning Season got burned. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. So we're back in 45 feet of water. Let's take a look around and see what we can see. Crankbait says, what state are you fishing? I am fishing in Georgia, Lake Lanier, Georgia, to be exact. And we are out here looking around for some spotted bass, seeing if we can get one or two to come off of the bottom and hit a spoon was the goal for the day. So it was a goal, but it's not really working for me. Man, where are these fish hiding at today? But it's actually a nice day out here. It's a lot nicer than what I had thought it was gonna be. Burning Season says the cheating in turnage is probably 70%, including all forms of cheating, throwing back dead fish, accessing inaccessible water, stocking fish using cell phones. Oh my goodness. Crankbait says, so you have forward-facing sonar? Yes, I sure do. Out here using forward-facing sonar right now. So a lot of the times I'll come out here and we'll fish offshore. I used to just do the same thing I'm doing now with using just sonar. But of course, forward-facing sonar makes it forward-facing even more fun. King of Madness says, if you put your worm in the water, you might catch something. That's right. That is true. You just never know. You might just catch something. Crankbait says, yes, me too. Pale Rider says, I quit tournament fishing a long time ago, still fishing a lot, but it's all about that trim and rip. The Burning Season says, Money's New Year's resolution, come north to catch some big, oh my goodness, you want me to come and catch some of those smallmouth, the smallmouthuses. We'll see, we'll see. Shout out to Chef Boy, said, hey, have you caught anything yet? We've been, actually, time has been flying, guys. We've been out here for actually about an hour, but haven't caught anything yet. So, Chef Boy, I came, as you can see, I'm down here by the dam right now. You can see the cars driving by and everything. So, I was trying to see if I could come down here by the dam and find some fish in some of the standing timber and stuff like that. So I came all the way out here to do that. And once I got here, I did not even go to the area where there would be standing timber at. Crankbait says, I learned so much with forward-facing sonar. Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, let's see. The Burning Season says, it just, let me see. It just ain't smallies. The green fish will blow your mind. Chef Boy says, it's snowing Dallas. Oh, yeah, it looks good out here. So come up there in April, huh? April is the time to catch them. Before I had a boat, I used to come and walk around all of these rocks and fish this dam from the bank all the time. I used to come out here and fish for a little bit, catch me some lunch, go back home, and that would be my lunch for the day. Shout out to Outdoor King, says, I have to go to bed for night shift. Sleep prayers to everybody. All right, big shout out to the Outdoor King. If everybody could put okay in the chat, let him know it's gonna be okay, and we will definitely be back here once again, so you can always come back and hang out with us. Everybody put okay in the chat for Outdoor King. Really appreciate you for stopping through. Man, the chat is kind of slow today. What's going on? You guys aren't all that active. The likes are looking kind of good. Everybody put okay in the chat for me. All right, we may have to pack up and run out of here, guys. These fish don't want to play right. Well, I think I know what I've been doing. I've been doing too much talking and not paying attention, so I haven't been keeping my bait on the bottom. Been fishing a little too fast. So let's slow it down a little bit. Shout out to Mark David from NZ. Is that New Zealand? What does NZ stand for? Clint Perry said, it's snowing in Tulsa. Yeah, I heard it might be on its way here too. So that's while we're out here, we're trying to squeeze in a little bit of Bass for Cash action. Mike Henderson says, hey. Gunnersville, Alabama checking in. Tim says New Zealand is my guess. Mark says New Zealand is 9:30 a.m. All right, so you're about 6 hours behind us. Okay. Shout out to New Zealand. Mark, is this your first time coming into the chat? Is this your first time visiting the channel? Let's do another quick check. Who in here, if this is your first time viewing today, type the word new in the chat. Type the word new in the chat. Shout out to Mark David, says first time. All right, good deal. Shout out from New Zealand here for the first time. Well, make sure you hit that like button. We're doing this thing of like button and subscribe. We're out here on a weekly basis doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. I catch the fish. You guys get a chance to guess the weight of that fish. If you guess oh my goodness, there's a nice fish right under the boat, guys. Let's see if I can get this in time. Not only do I need to get it in time, let's see if this fish will hit the spoon. Let's see, guys. There's that spoon coming down to him. Uh-oh, he went down there after it, guys. Mark David says, another beautiful day in paradise. Mike Henderson said he's new. Mike, I've seen your name in the chat before. Today is your first day? We have Mr. 2K is new. Mark David says, I'm new. That be me. That be me says, oh, I'm new too. I'm checking it out. Bass Ticker says, hey, Money, we in Indy must live vicariously through you. Our lakes are iced up and not thick enough to stand on. Oh, man, so it's the worst of both worlds. So you can't go out and fish it because you can't stand on it. And it's too cold because it is frozen. All right, so that fish did not want that spoon. So now what we're gonna do is let's try one of these little minnow baits, guys. And there's that fish right there, swimming out. Oh my goodness, what did I do? All right, so he's about 10 feet out in front of the boat. So we're just gonna pitch this right out there and let it pendulum down on him. That's my bait right there. And that is the fish right there. See, I'm lifting my bait up. The fish is coming over to it. It's coming over to it. Put yes in the chat if you can see that fish. Look at my bait. I'm lifting my bait up, guys. And I'm dropping it back down. That little purple haze, that purple line behind it, that just lets you know the direction that the bait is moving. right, shout out to Corey, Bass Ticker, Mike Henderson. They say, oh yeah, we see it. We see it. That fish saw it too, but it was like, no, I'm not going to put my mouth on that. I'm not going to put my mouth on it. I think you're trying to trick me. And that fish was right, because I was definitely trying to trick it. I was going to pop him right in his mouthpiece, get him to the boat. All right, guys, let's see. So we've been rolling for about an hour. I came out, tried to find some fish, do something a little different, but it did not work out. So let's take a little run, and we're going to go someplace else and see what else we can find. Want to give a big shout out to Clint Perry. He is the current sponsor of today's live stream. He gave that gifted membership, and it went to Max. Max, I believe it was Tall. Max Tall got that free gifted membership. Clint Perry says, where or what town on Grand? All right. Yeah, make sure you guys continue to talk to each other, network in the chat. You never know who's in the same neck of the woods as you, fishing the same tournaments, on the same lakes, all of that good stuff. So you always want to network. May meet your next best friend in the chat. What's going on to Team Quack Attack? Says, howdy y'all, how's things going? Things are going pretty good. Ken says, it's too hard to pull my boat on a sled. Yeah, don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, guys, do you see it? Shout out to the Outdoor King. I think, was that the Outdoor King that hit the channel with the $9.99? Let me see. It sure was. It sure was. Shout out to the Outdoor King. Outdoor King is actually the current sponsor of the live stream with the $9.99 super sticker and the $9.99 super chat. I have to put some respect on his name. Could everybody please put OK in the chat for the Outdoor King? Let him know everything's going to be okay, guys. Let him know everything's going to be okay. Shout out to the Outdoor King. Really appreciate you for tuning in and the strong support of the channel and always getting active in the chat. And like I said, guys, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Everybody put OK in the chat. Voodoo said, do you have on those Ray-Ban glasses? How are you doing that? How are you catching those fishes and talking to us at the same time? It's magic. It's magic. I just use some telepathy type thing to go on. You know, I kind of read your mind. I know what you're going to say, what you're about to say, and what you said in the past. Outdoor King said, can't sleep, so let's go. All right, Outdoor King, we're going to go and see if we can get some fish to the boat now. All right, and we're back. Shout out to Vlogs with Whale. Says, oh my God. Said, OMG, what is going on off in here? Is he flying across the water? Is he skating across the water? I sure was. We're out here rolling. We're doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, where I get out here, I catch the fish, you guys guess the weight, and you walk away with the cash, all right? So we're going to have some fun with it. Want to give a big shout out to everybody that has tuned in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in if you have not already hit the like button, guys. We're going to get 1 or 2 fish to the boat real quick. I want to see who can walk away with some of this cash for today, all right? The Outdoor King says, see, you got them gloves on. Smart move. Oh, yeah, listen. When I'm running across the lake, I'm going to put those gloves on. But when I get there, you know, I'll take them off. All right, so check this out. In the chat, who saw how fast I was going? Put the speed that you think the boat was going in the chat. Somebody said, what is the top speed? The top speed is going to depend on the conditions. It also depends on the setup of the boat, like what I have on it, what I don't have on it, and the how much gas I have in the boat, because sometimes that gas will weigh the boat down too. All right, so let's see. Spot Mover says 66. Voodoo says 66.7. Jay said he was rolling 50. Bass Ticker said, I saw 66.8. Savage said, oh, no, he was hitting 75. Vlogs with Well said 80. He was hitting the 80. I saw an 80 go up on that screen. Samuel said he was doing 72, and then he dropped down to 66. Mark Davis said 80. That Be Me said, oh, he was rolling 61. Bass Ticker says, need less sinkers. Vlogs with Will said, yes, 80. All right, so you guys were seeing all kinds of numbers. Ken says, it all depends on how big Money's acorns are. What kind of acorn? Oh, my goodness, not the acorns. Ken, you remember too much stuff. All right, let's see, guys. We're going to get out here and have some fun with it now. So look at this. The sun is up shining nice and bright. Look at that. That looks like a picture right there, doesn't it? Let me get my hands in the shot a little bit. Kind of looks like those new fishing video games, right? Where you just see the hands in the fishing pole. But yeah, so we're going to be out here having some fun. Clip Perry says, compared to my tracker, 100. He said I was going 100 miles an hour. Julian says, sorry, Money, was out for a while, but I'm back. Julian says, I am back. What's going on, Samuel? He says, use steady on 72, then dropped it back. Killer Mike said, oh, okay, he said you. All right, let's see. Voodoo said, the likes are nice, MoneyBass. Oh, my goodness. The likes are looking lovely. I guess that's Voodoo's way of saying, hey, man, you got your likes. Now get us the fish, right? All right, let's go ahead and get it cracking, guys. Let's see if we can go ahead and get it started. One of these days, you know, I want to get out here and maybe one of these days soon, when it's maybe like some overcast or something, we'll come out here and we'll throw a crankbait. See if we can make it happen with a crankbait. Want to give another big shout out to, can you guys see that right there? FishXLive.com. Make sure you have gone and checked out that app, especially if you are a tournament fisherman. Is C219 Troll still in the chat? Is C219 Troll still in the chat? Steve Wimpy says, have you busted a mouthpiece yet? I have not. Only my mouthpiece has got busted by a little bit of cold air and wind running across the water. That's about it. Voodoo says it's time. Go ahead and get a fish to the boat. Julian says, hey, Money. Fish walks into a bar. Bartender says, what will it be? The fish says, water, please. Oh, okay, Julian. I would say that's a good one. I like that one. That was pretty decent right there. Water, please. I'm thirsty. And I'm kind of dry. And I need to breathe. I need it for 3 things. Savage Ken says, do you have a woman that likes to go out fishing with you? Well, Savage King, I guess you haven't been watching the channel too often, but you see, I'm out here by myself all the time. So maybe that answers that question. Shout out to Vlogs with Will. Said, I subscribed. I done subscribed to you, buddy. Shout out to Vlogs with Kings. Really, I mean, what am I saying? Vlogs with King. Vlogs with Will. Really appreciate that. Try to get out here and have a good old time. hanging out with everybody, getting a fish or two to the boat. Some days it's a little tougher than others, but we tend to make it happen for the most part. Savage Ken says, no, I'm actually a woman, so I really don't watch fishing too much, but I just came across your channel and it seemed interesting. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. Now, Savage Ken, this is your first time viewing the channel? Is this your first time coming and checking out the channel? Mandy's Candy in the chat says, new subscriber here. I hope you catch some nice fish. Oh, yeah, we're going to catch some nice fish. I'm going to explain something to you in just a second. Vlogs with Whale says, I'm from Pakistan. All right, guys, we have Pakistan in the chat. I told you we are worldwide. And what kind of fish are you catching over there in Pakistan? What are y'all catching over there? All right, guys, I see something right below the boat. If you see something, say something. I see it, so I'm going to say it. And let's see if we can... man, I meant to pick up my other bait, but let's drop the spoon down here and see if they'll hit the spoon in 26 feet of water. It might be the ticket. It might be some time for some bendation. It could be. It could be. It could be about time for it to happen. Vlogs with Will says hand line fishing. Okay. All right, so you're doing some real style of fishing right there. Hand lining them. All right, they're not going for it. They're not going for it. They're like, hey, we think you're trying to trick us, MoneyBass. We're not going to bite that. All right, let's see. Let's see. What can we get these fish to bite, guys? What can we get them to bite? So they're right down there, but they don't want to come out and play. So let's just toss this little bait down here. We're going to let it fall all the way to the bottom on them. Savage Ken says, I like fishing, though it seems very therapeutic. It is. It definitely is. That's what we were talking about earlier. Somebody was saying, is it still fun if you're not catching anything? And to me, it's fun just being out here. I mean, take a look at the scenery, guys. I mean, some people just actually go and just sit back and don't fish or anything. Just come and just relax, check out the scenery, and just enjoy the day. So take a look at it. It is nice and beautiful out here, guys. Amy Chan says, dedicate me a fish. All right, so we'll see if we can get a fish for you. And remember, guys, we are doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, where I get the fish to the boat. All you have to do is guess the weight of the fish. And by doing that, you will walk away with a nice cash prize. Vlogs with Whale says, but my country allowed any size fish or any type of fish. Okay. So, yeah, we have different specifications depending on the lake or the body of water that you're on. But, hey, it's still all good. It's still all fun. Man, those fish are right there on that bait, but they're just not taking it yet, guys. They're just not taking it yet. Junior says, Fatback's mama is out there somewhere waiting to get hooked. You remember Fatback, huh? Ohio Dan says, I threw a 12, let me see. I threw a foot 12-inch snake in a lake and a 5 to 6 pound bass hit it on top of the water. Oh my goodness. Savage Ken says, it is very beautiful. Yes, it sure is. Ken says the next fish will be a Kentucky bass, 1 pound, 3 ounces. And remember, guys, whenever we do Bass for Cash, the weight needs to be put in decimal form. All right? You got to put it in decimal form in order to qualify. Man, I just can't get these fish to hit my little minnow bait. I want to catch a minnow fish like everybody else has been doing. They make it look so easy, don't they? But you know what I'm about to do? I'm going to go ahead and grab up a little something and put some stank on it and get back out there. Man, it was 20-something degrees a little earlier. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it out here today. But once I saw the sun come out and I was like, the money team is calling me. My peoples, they like, hey, MoneyBass, we need some of that bass for cash for today. Mark Davis says, tell us about that one that got away. Oh, my goodness. Now, let's see if anybody remembers. Does anybody remember? All right, I need everybody to pay attention. Put yes in the chat if you're listening. I need to make sure everybody's listening first. Put yes in the chat if you're listening. I need to make sure some people are listening before I start telling the story. Thomas says, no, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. Splash says, I'm kind of listening. I kind of listen to your story. Junior says, nope, I'm not listening either. All right, so I need Junior and I need Thomas to cover your ears up because I don't want you to accidentally listen. All right, so a while back, maybe about a month or 2 or 3 back, do you guys remember when we were out on the lake and fish just started blowing up everywhere? It was like an explosion everywhere on the lake. Does anybody remember that? If you remember that, put explosion in the chat. Put explosion. Do you guys remember where I was out on the lake and there were fish just jumping everywhere? It looked like bombs going off in the water. There were swells everywhere. Fish over here, fish over there. They were just everywhere. Then they would disappear. And then I would watch them on the screen and they come up over here. Then they would be coming up everywhere, everywhere. Does anybody remember that? I'm looking to see. Clint Perry put boom. Yeah, put boom in the chat. Put explosions. Steve Wimpy says he remembers the explosions. Does anybody else remember when that was happening? Hippie Dave says, oh yeah, those striper explosions. Anybody else remember? Bentley said boom. So you guys remember. Now, do you also remember that I was throwing my baits and bringing my baits through all of those fish that were hitting beside it, hitting right behind it, and I missed them on the first pass? Now, the second pass, I cast out again, and they're still exploding everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And then people in the chat, you guys could actually see what was happening. And you were in the chat like, I can't believe what we're seeing. This is crazy. Fish are everywhere. The fish were everywhere. Just explode. The water just looked like it was boiling with fish jumping up everywhere. And every cast I took, the fish would miss my cast. Every cast, I put down one bait. I pick up another bait and cast it out there. They missed that bait too. And I didn't catch any of those fish. None. I did not even get a bite, but they were everywhere. And I was throwing bait after bait out there and could not get a bite. Does anybody remember that? Put missed them all. Put missed them all if you guys remember when that happened. Who remembers when that happened? Missed them all. Every single one of those fish. I could not believe it. James said skill set is off. Said your skills were gone. You didn't have any skills. Savage Ken says, how's that possible? Your bait must have sucked. My baits. I threw a lot of different baits out there. I was throwing everything. I could not believe it. Ken says, missed them all. Bass Chicken says they were white bass, and then those things were huge. They were striper, and there were probably bass mixed in with them too. Steve Bentley says, missed them all. Ken says, because you weren't throwing the fluke. I knew Ken was going to talk about a fluke. I just knew it. Ken is always on that fluke. But that one time, Ken, he was like, hey, throw that fluke and see what happens. I threw that fluke out there and bam, I caught one that was what, almost 4 pounds? Yeah, it was a nice one. So we're still out here looking around, guys. We're going to move around a little bit today. The weather ended up being a lot better than what I was expecting. So I guess we can... Oh, no. Let's see. Just Barker, that's an interesting, some interesting thoughts that you have going on there. Says those fish will hunt you, so don't go swimming. Their cousin shark will catch you. Shout out to Ken. He says you catch them on a fluke now on the banks on summer days. Shout out to Chad Catbird. Says, hey, Money, and everyone in the chat. Watching the family is doing okay. Let me see. And I am looking forward to getting on the water. Shout out to Chad. Wait a minute. Is this Chad from the other day that won the $50? Is that you, Chad? Mitten says the Inferno in Cali versus this guy. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, guys, I told you it's winter storms and wildfires going on right now. Winter storms and wildfires. Got a little bit of everything. Now, take a look, guys. I was trying to get to that cover right there, but there's my bait falling down right in front of it. I didn't really see any fish out there, but they might be on the bottom, so we'll go ahead and fish it back to the boat. Chad says, yes, sir. Everybody put Chad in the chat. Does anybody remember Chad? That was a great day when Chad got introduced to the stream. Shout out to Chad. Steve Wimpy said, Chad, good to hear. All is well, sir. Shout out to Chad. Really appreciate you for coming back and hanging out with us again. I think Chad might be the good luck charm. Let's see if I can go ahead and get another fish to the boat. See if Chad can make it happen once again. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? Let's go back to the spot where I caught that fish where Chad first came to the chat. We're going to go back over there and see what happens. Let's make one more cast over here, and then we're going to go to the Chad spot. Now, that was a bad cast. The wind got me. Let's go ahead and reel that one back in. Mitten said the luckiest Chad spot. Man, the wind is still getting me. Let's go ahead and spot lock that one. We'll fish it back to the boat. All right, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Want to give a big shout out to, can you guys see that right there? FishX Live. FishX Live, guys. Want to give a big shout out to FishX Live. Make sure that you go and set up your free. It is a trial subscription of FishX Live. That is what I've been showing you guys that we have been using to log and keep up with these fish that I've been getting to the boat. Oh my goodness, guys, there's fish right under the boat right now. Should I reel it in and try to get them? We are in 27 feet of water. Let's go ahead and head back to about 40 feet. Julian says, man, is Pure Alaska sick or something? Where is he? I told you, Pure Alaska's probably out there hunting some moose right now. Ken says, no, not on the white noodle rod. You see it, Ken, fishxlive.com. Fishxlive.com, Ken. Elijah says, where you at? Because everywhere else is kind of frozen over right now. I'm down here in Georgia, Lake Lanier. Look at that. Nice and pretty. Nice, pretty picture. Nice, pretty scenery. The sun is out. It feels nice and warm. You know, it actually feels like it may be in the 50s, the degrees right now. The outside temp. It's kind of warmed up for me. Fishing for Dollars says, hey, it's about to start snowing here. Savage Ken says, I wish I was where you were. Oh, yeah, it's a nice, good old day out here. Man, I know I said one more cast, guys, but you know what? I see another fishy out there. So your partner MoneyBass needs to make one more cast. Let's see, it's about 40 feet out there. Let's see. Let's see if he wants to come out and play. Where'd it go? There it goes. All right, so I'll show you guys. There's the fish right here, and there's my bait. Can you guys see my bait falling? Oh, my goodness, it's multiple fish. Are they coming back toward my bait? Come on back and take a look at it. All right, so they went down there. They're close to where my bait is at. So let's go ahead and hit spot lock on here. And let's see. Can your partner MoneyBass make it happen? Can I make it happen? Ken says, get rid of those rods. Bass Ticker says, all bass fishermen should live in the South. Oh, goodness. Steve Wimpy says, the fish knows the storm is coming and they are all chilling. Dante says, can you swim? I can swim, but I definitely don't want to do it in this cold water. That water's 47 degrees. And the temps out here, the wind's starting to pick up a little bit, so it's a little chilly. It's a little frosty. All right, so you guys see that? Those fish are like, no, we are not going to bite that. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll out. We're going to move to another location again. We're going to go to the Chad spot. Shout out to Chad. Just go to the Chad spot and see what we can get. We're just hopping around, having a little bit of fun today. We're out here for a good time, not a long time. This is what I hear is the calm before the storm. So some people are already out there dealing with the storm. They're out there in those wildfires. You know, hope they're out there staying safe. And some people are out there in those snowstorms. I've been seeing videos where there are big pileups on the interstates and everything. Big trucks ramming into cars, cars ramming into trucks. People on the side of the road trying not to get smashed. It can be tough out there, guys. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. All right, back once again. All right, so what did you guys see on the screen that time? What was the fastest that you guys saw me going that time? Drop it in the chat. Who saw the highest speed? What did you guys see? Did you see what you saw when you seen it? All right, so what we're about to do is get out here and do a continuation of this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now we're at the Ken spot. We're gonna see if these fish out here at the Ken spot want to come and eat a little something. Let's make a cast open. Uh-oh, that was not a good cast because my line is tangled up. That's why. Let's get that loose. All right, let's spot lock. I got to do a little work. And I do not know what could have caused a knot like that. Got a little wind knot in there. All right, there we go. Mark Davis says 1 million knot scream was bouncing. All right, let's see what you guys were saying in the chat. Somebody says 62. Chad says those nitros ride good. Oh yeah, we over here riding good. Kay says any fish caught yet? No sir, not yet. Not yet, but we're gonna get a fish to the boat in a minute. Mike Henderson, let me see, says 61. Savage Ken said I saw 70. Ken says I couldn't see, my eyes were watering. Julian the joke guy says, hey money, I changed my name. What was your name before, Julian? He says I changed my name. I'm the same person, different name, same jokes. I still have some jokes, but my name is different. What's going on, Lauren? Good to see you tuning in to the chat. We are out here officially doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. So we are going to see if we can get a fish over here in the Chad spot. Lauren says, have you caught anything? Haven't got anything to the boat just yet, but we're out here in the Chad spot. We're out here in the Chad spot. Gonna see if we're gonna make it happen out here. Really, really appreciate everybody for tuning in today, hitting that like button. Want to give a big shout out to the OK King, the Outdoor King. Hit the channel with the super chat, followed up by a super sticker. Always showing strong love and support for the channel. Offering our condolences to Chad and the Outdoor King, guys. We get on here, have fun with each other, network, tell a few jokes, just have a good time. Julian says, what's a cat's favorite fish? Anything it can eat. I don't get that one, Julian. I don't get that one. I don't know about it. What do you guys think? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think about that joke right there? Ace says, use a wacky worm. I think we might be able to hit him in the head with a shaky head. We'll see. We'll see if that works out or not. Ken says, why not try a green pumpkin shaky head this time of year? I normally have that tied on my other rod, but you guys saw it broke in half, and I still didn't get it fixed yet. I don't really like changing and retying and all that stuff. I try to keep it simple. Georgia Outdoor says use a spoon. I was hitting them in the mouthpiece with that spoon. They didn't want it, though. They didn't want it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Cajun the Hawk Sam is in the chat. Don't you know FishX Live banned you for not catching fish and said you can't come back into this chat harassing people anymore? Cajun the Hawk Sam is in the chat. Says, do you need me to give you more lessons? I sure do. Do you want to make it a $20 lesson? Do you want to make it a $20 lesson, Chicken Hawk? Shout out to Chicken Hawk, guys. We got Chicken Hawk tuning in to the chat. Always in here causing problems. He's not here for a good reason. He's not here with good intentions. Let me put it that way. He's not here with good intentions. Chicken Hawk is here to cause problems. Hippie Dave says, do it, Buzzard Hawk. We got Chicken Hawk checking in. Steve Wimpy said, Chicken Hawk, don't do it. Come on, Chicken Hawk. Chicken Hawk, listen, I've been out here for over an hour and I haven't caught a fish yet. The chances of me catching one is very slim. Burning Season says, speaking of, of tournament frauders, the Chicken Hawk is in the house. Chicken Hawk, do you want a chance to win your 20 back? I haven't. Hey, chat, let him know I haven't caught anything. So the chances of me catching anything are very slim, Chicken Hawk. I probably won't even catch anything. Would you like to place a little friendly wager, Chicken Hawk? Did he leave already? Clint Perry says it's a good time to double down, Chicken Hawk. That's right, Chicken Hawk. It's a good time to double down. You'll probably get me today. Today is your day, Chicken Hawk. Today is an official Chicken Hawk day. Let's go ahead and change the depth on the screen. We were in some deep water before, so we'll drop this back down to about 60. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Do you guys see it? Chicken Hawk, did you say $10? Chicken Hawk, did you say $10? Come on, Chicken Hawk. Where's your confidence at? I mean, you should have less faith in me than that. The less faith you have, the more you should be betting. Chicken Hawk, let me see. The Burner Seed says $10. Shoot, I got 1K says he goes home the way you hit the water. Chicken Hawk, $10. Junior says Chicken Hawk said he got 10 on it. He ain't scared. He is scared. $10. Chicken Hawk. I don't have any $10 bills. All I have is a 20 and I don't have any change. Kate says, I give it 20 that you do not catch a fish in this weather. Is Chicken Hawk still here? Or did he say that and leave and try to run off? Chicken Hawk, where you at? Talk to me, Chicken Hawk. Is the Chicken Hawk still in the chat? Let me hit Spotlight for just a minute. Shout out to Armand from India. Good to have you in the chat. What kind of fish are you catching over there in India, Armand? Has anybody seen Chicken Hawk? Okay, he says you are okay, there he goes. Cajun Chicken Hawk says you are fishing with the wrong thing. Chicken Hawk, are we gonna do a nice and easy 20? 2 easy $10 payments to make $20. You want to do a 20, Chicken Hawk? Ken says you scared him off with the 20. Savage Ken says, Chicken Hawk, why you talk that smack and then disappear? Come on, Chicken Hawk. Let's do a 20. 1 hour in a 20. 1 hour. We'll go till 5:17 today. Come on, Chicken Hawk. Doom, 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 doom. Come on, Chicken Hawk. Cajun the Hawk Sam, are you still there? Chicken Hawk, come out to play, yay. Is Chicken Hawk still in the chat? He says, bingo, I got action. You got, okay, put it in there. Put 20 in the chat, Chicken Hawk. Put 20 and then we going. We going. Chad says he's got a Kevin Hart bank account. He has to check it. It depends on how his bank account works, Chad. Come on, Chicken Hawk. Put 20 in the chat. Put $20 in the chat. Just type 20 in there and then we're going to roll. All right, Chicken Hawk, come on. My hands are cold. The fish aren't biting. You said I can't catch $20. You guys see it? All right, everybody in the chat, you know what I got to do. Gotta put some stank on it. Oh, my goodness. What should I buy with these $20, guys? Let's put some stank on it right here. What should I buy with these $20? Everybody put $20 in the chat. Put 20 in the chat. Type 20 in the chat, everybody. Y'all about to see how MoneyBass makes his cash. And then one of you guys might win Bass for Cash. Once I am about to catch a $20 bill, guys. Everybody put 20 in the chat. Type 20 in the chat. Your partner MoneyBass, you're gonna see how MoneyBass makes his this is my side job. This is my side job, collecting cash from Chicken Hawk. All right, so it is 4:19. What is the official cutoff time, guys? We got 1 hour on it. It is 5. I think we started at 4:18, and it is now 4:19. Chicken Hawk says, only person winning today is me. Cash for no bass. All right, Alexandra, are you in the chat? Can you set a timer? We're going to 5:18 today. 5:18. Chicken Hawk said, bass, no cash. Okay. Alexander says, timer has started. 1 hour on the clock. The bite is tough, but is your partner MoneyBass tougher? We're about to find out today. Chicken Hawk said, bass, no cash. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Chicken Hawk. Oh, goodness. Chicken Hawk says he bets I catch nothing. Did you guys see that? Can you believe it? Can you believe what he came in here and said to me? I'm offended. I am offended. You have to put a capital O on it. It's like two separate words, the letter O and offended. I am offended by what he just said. Cajun Hawk says, and it has to be a keeper. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to have to... Chicken Hawk, that's not what you said. That's not what you said, Chicken Hawk. I need somebody to scroll back into the chat and look what he said. He said nothing. You said nothing, Chicken Hawk. So we need to take a poll in the chat. We need to take a poll. Now, is the bet In the chat, what did you guys hear the bet to be? Did you guys hear that the bet was that I would catch nothing, or that it had to be a keeper? Let's see. Chad says, wait a minute, Chicken Hawk. You can't be changing the rules. You can't be changing the rules, Chicken Hawk. Wait a minute, Chicken Hawk. Chicken Hawk said, hey, I need to change these rules a little bit. Cajun Hawk said, if you're scared, say you're scared. That's what we're saying to you. If you're scared, Chicken Hawk, say you're scared. How you gonna change the rules? Ken says, man, he is smacking on you. Junior went back and found it. He said absolutely nothing. Ken says, well, you know, it should be a legal fish. But Ken, what did he say? What did Chicken Hawk say? Bass Ticker says, bass in the boat is bass in the boat. Oh my goodness, Savage Ken, she co-signed it. She said that he said nothing. Kay says he just doesn't want to lose his money. He's just scared of losing. He knows you're going to catch a fish and he's just scared. So Chicken Hawk, if you're scared, say you're scared. It's okay. It's okay if you tell everybody you're scared, Chicken Hawk. He says anybody can catch a dink out there. I can come out there with my 5-cast, 5-fish special and get one of them. All right, guys. So this is, we're going to take it to the chat and see what the chat says. Should Chicken Hawk be able to change the bet? First, he was saying I couldn't catch anything. The bet was that I wouldn't catch anything in 1 hour. Now he wants to change it to it has to be a keeper. So if he should be able to change the bet after the bet has started, put yes, he can change it in the chat. If he cannot change the bet after the bet has started, put no in the chat. Put yes, he can, or no, he can't. Can he change the bet after the bet has started? Ken says, you're right. He didn't specify. So put yes, he can change it, or no, he can't. Mark David said no. I want to see what Alexandra said. Mark David said no. Trigger Man said, hell no, he can't be changing no bet after it started. Oh, goodness. Uh-oh, Junior took his bet. Kevin said, yes, you can change your bet after it started. So you got one yes. Savage Ken said no. Bass Ticker said absolutely not. Alexandria put capital no. Ken says no, he can't. Oh man, even your own people turning against you, Chicken Hawk. Yoda said challenge started, no change. Chicken Hawk. Junior said not only no, but hells no. You can't change your bet after it started. Mask Off Fishing says keeper has always been the rule. Okay, if keeper has been the rule, we're going by what the bet was. So what we're asking, the question, Mask Off, is can he change the bet after the bet has started? That is the question. Teresa says, have you caught anything? Not yet, but I'm about to because Chicken Hawk came in here and bet on it. He bet that I couldn't catch anything in 1 hour. Teresa, can you believe it? Ken says, ask the legal authority, Alexandria. Alexandria put a capital no in the chat. Samuel says, you can't change the bet. He said anything. He ain't going to catch anything. It doesn't matter what size or weight. The first person to catch a fish wins. He said, that's straight cap. Chad says, nope, it was said and the timer has started. All bets are made. Table is closed and the ball is rolling. Chris says, what kind of fish are there? We're out here fishing for spotted bass. Robert says, no shot. Pay up. Teresa says, no. Mask Off says he didn't change the bet. He was just reminding you. Mask Off, have you been here? Have you been reading the messages? Nobody is saying nobody, it's not in dispute whether he is changing the bet or not. That's not the dispute. The dispute is he is changing the bet. The question is, Can you change the bet after it has started? That is the question, Mask Off. You can look back in the chat. Nobody's saying that. Basically, the thing is he's wanting to change it after it started. Tony 450 says, how Bill say it? Challenge. Cody says, I don't know, bro. So that is the question, Mask Off. Can you change a bet after the bet has started? The bet was agreed on and started. Can you change that bet? Cody says you can't change the bet after it started. Kevin says you put pressure on him to stay up bet, so give him a change. Cade says he already knows he's going to lose, so he just being a baby about it. So Mask Off, can you change a bet after it has started? I want to know if I'm checking to see, do I want to put any bets against Mask Off? He says you can't change a bet post agreement. What did he try to change? The bet was that I would catch nothing. The bet was that I would catch nothing. That is his exact words, that I would catch nothing. And now he wants to change it to, okay, a keeper. Now he wants to change it to a keeper, from nothing to a keeper. All right, Chicken Hawk. So what do you think about that? You've had one person that said, yes, you can change your bet after it has started. And they're probably 7 years old from from a different country that we've never heard of. Is Chicken Hawk still here, or did he run off? Has anybody seen him? Is Chicken Hawk here? Where is Chicken Hawk? What happened? Wilberforce says, hi, I'm in and new. All right. Glad you're tuning in. We're out here doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. And then we have somebody that has challenged your partner, MoneyBass, and said that he would catch nothing. Okay, what does Chicken Hawk say? I was just trying to give you an excuse. Forget it. I said it. You catch nothing. Now, do you see that, Mask Off? How are you going to co-sign for something like that? Now, he is saying that he is going to honor his original bet. Joe Winkler says, that's just plain and simple, not right. Oh, man, look, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I am trying to catch a dink specifically just so I can catch a dink and take Chicken Hawk's $20 with a dink, guys. That is the goal. Pale Ryder said, Hawk double down. Guys, listen, I want to catch a dink right now, guys. That is the goal, is to catch a dink. He says, I catch nothing. I am offended, guys. He said I would catch nothing. Yeah, I'm in the shade now, guys, so it's cold over here. Chris Phillips says, whoop, winter weather bass for cash. Let's go. That's right. Winter weather bass for cash. We're going to see who's going to win this cash. But I tell you guys, all I have to do is catch this dink. I want to catch a dink. I want to catch a fish that is so small that it won't even register on the scale so that I can win and beat Chicken Hawk with a dink. Kevin says, where are you fishing at? I'm fishing down here on Lake Lanier, Georgia. Shout out to Donald Brown. Says a dub. Donald Brown says, I got a dub on it. Well, I'm about to take Chicken Hawk's $20 bill. Chicken Hawk's $20 bill is about to be gone. Make sure you guys continue to get active in the chat. If this is your first time stepping in and tuning in to Bass for Cash, first time viewing this channel, please take a second to type new in the chat. I want to see who the new people are that we have in the chat. Cajun the Hawk Sand says, Zip Zero, stingy with De Niro. Chicken Hawk, after I take this 20 from you today, do you realize that's going to be a nice and easy, cool 100? That is going to be a nice 100. Shout out to M4 Fishing. He says, wait, you're out there? Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was able to sneak away. I snuck out. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it, but I did. And now I'm about to take this $20 bill from Chicken Hawk. Kevin the Kid said, catch something. Oh, yeah, we're going to catch something today. Alexandra says, Bass for Cash is free to play. That is right. Make sure you guys just hit that subscribe button. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. That is it. Shout out to Steve Dorsey. We have Chad. He says, whenever you might be in NC, I would like to take you out on the water. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Shout out to Joe Winkler coming in strong, hitting the channel with the $20 super chat. He says, here's a 20 saying, oh, yeah, MoneyBass going to collect from Chicken Hawk today. Oh, my goodness. Chicken Hawk, do you see that? Do you see it? Everybody put JW in the chat. Shout out to Joe Winkler. We're out here doing it big, guys. Now, you know, most of the time I make you guys wait, you know, till time is almost winding down before I go ahead and, you know, yank a fish to the boat, because that gives Chicken Hawk, you know, it kind of makes him feel like he's actually going to win that $20 or keep his $20. But there's, you know, it's like resistance is futile. It's just not going to happen for him. Shout out to Joe Winkler, guys. Cajun the Hawk Sam says, only thing you catching is a cold, and I want you to take a picture of yourself sneezing and post it on FishX Live. That's fishxlive.com, sir. You see it right there on the right, FishX Live. Clint Perry says, Joe, I was just ready to give 5 memberships. Oh, my goodness, guys. Is it about to happen? Shout out to Joe Winkler, the current sponsor of the live stream. But you guys see that. The Outdoor King coming in with that 1998. And shout out to Clint Perry with that gifted membership. I always got to give credit where credit is due. M4 Fishing says, hey, Money, how was Chicken Hawk's winter fishing going? Can we all see his winter catches on FishX Live? Oh, no. Yes, listen. Everybody in the chat, if you want to see the type of fish that Chicken Hawk catches, you can go to fishxlive.com and pull up Chicken Hawk's profile page, and you can see just the type of fishing that Chicken Hawk has been doing, guys. If you go to fishxlive.com, everybody can go there, and you don't have to have an account to go to fishxlive.com and view the profile page. But go there and search for Chicken Hawk. And I want somebody to tell me the biggest fish that they see on Chicken Hawk's profile page. Put it in the chat. Joe Winkler says, sorry, can't stay for long, but I'm here for a good time. Joe Winkler knows the routine. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Well, let's see what the mascot says. He says, read AC rules on Bass for Cash. It says catch a keeper. Oh yeah, we're not doing bass. That's not bass for cash. This is take chicken hawk money that we're talking about. Look at Mask Off. He really trying. He is really trying to support chicken hawk, but it's not going to happen. Your partner chicken hawk has already told you what he said, and you still trying to hang in there for chicken hawk. It's over for him. It's over. It is over for chicken hawk. So today I'm looking to catch one super dink. I want this dink to be so small. I want it to be the smallest fish I've ever caught, because it's still going to get me $20 from chicken hawk. Cajun Hawk says, don't worry, Mask Off Fishing. He's desperate. He's in his dinky hole, and they still not biting there either. Mask Off, you said Chicken Hawk is one of your OGs. If Chicken Hawk is one of your OGs, you in trouble. If Chicken Hawk is one of your OGs, you are planning on a zero. Samuel says, that was a single man's to another, not on a franchise level. This is a man-to-man bet, nothing incorporated. This is just a just a manly bet. Mask Off is pulling for him. We're gonna see. Teresa says, go ahead and catch the fish. All right, so Teresa, you don't want me to milk it? You don't want me to wait till the end or anything like that? You want me to go ahead and get it now? Kay says, I wouldn't look at Chicken Hawk on his page, and his biggest fish was 3 pounds. Now, Cade, did that fish look like it was 3 pounds to you? Cade, did that fish look like it was 3 pounds? Chicken Hawk, he said 5 pounds, sir. Cade, did that fish look like it was 3 pounds? All right, Teresa said, go ahead and catch it now. All right, Teresa. Teresa said, nope, I don't want to wait. So she wants me to go ahead and get this Chicken Hawk fish out of the way. All right, Teresa, we'll go ahead and get this Chicken Hawk fish out of the way. Sammy says, I hope you hook a monster, or I hope you hook a shade. I just want to show this guy off, man. He seems kind of sour. He needs to be sweetened up. Okay, all right. Cajun Hawk says, let's see. And I haven't put them on all there yet. Didn't want to hurt him too bad. Julian the Joke Guy says, I'm sorry, Money. I got to get some sleep. It's already 22:39 out here in the Netherlands. Shout out to Julian the Joke Guy. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Junior says, hook a dink. Hit him in the head with that dink. All right, let's go ahead and hit him in the head with a dink. All right, I was trying out my little minnow bait, throwing a minnow, but there was no minnow action going on. Caden Hawk saying, Julian says, let me see, when you wake up, just know so-called money will be more like change, $20 less in the pocket. All right, Chicken Hawk. Uh-oh, Samuel says the barometric pressure is too high. MoneyBass ain't gonna be able to do it. He can't do it. Alexandra, how much more time do we have on the clock? Let the people know. Is it crunch time yet? Uh-oh, look at Jody said, hi, Chicken Hawk. Jody, are you a Chicken Hawk fan? $35 minutes left. Cajun Hawk says, don't make me chase you for my money. Kay says, Chicken Hawk, I bet you have caught, I bet I have caught bigger fish than you. Chicken Hawk said, not possible. Kay says, what's your biggest fish, Chicken Hawk? Samuel says, do you know what they say about an arrogant man? An arrogant man has nothing. Uh-oh. Junior says, do you go deep sea fishing, MoneyBass? I went deep sea fishing a few years back. I used to do that every once in a while. All right, guys, let's go ahead and roll out. I'm in the shade right now, and it is cold in the shade. So I got to get out of the shade and get back into the sun while it's still out. I think we have about, how much more time do we have left on that stopwatch, Alexandra? About 30 minutes. 30 minutes on the clock, guys. The pressure is on. Chicken Hawk, you have never caught a 6.2 pound fish. Uh-oh, guys, the wind is starting to pick up. Starting to get a little rougher out here. So we're gonna see what I can make happen. Time is ticking. Alexandra hit me with the shot clock. Let me know there was 32 minutes left. "32 minutes left. Can your partner make it happen?" Shout out to Joe Winkler. He says, "Gotta give Chicken Hawk his dues as he is one of the best supporters of the Anglers channel. He has lost so many bets, I can't compete with all his donations." Oh no, Chicken Hawk. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? Shout out to Joe Winkler, and we also have Pure Alaska himself tuning in. Everybody was wondering where you were at. I told him you were out there hunting some moose. Told him you had to get some moose for the dinner table. Junior says there's nothing like a buzzer beater. Shout out to Pure Alaska. Samuel says, "Good luck, man. I hope you get Chicken Hawk's money." Ken says, "Money, you gotta put that minnow above their head and shake it." That's the plan. But where I'm at right now, I may have to move because the wind is kind of blowing me. But we'll see. Nothing like a buzzer beater, huh? What's up, Kevin? We have Kevin in the chat. Uh-oh, shout out to Clint Perry. Hit the channel with the 5 gifted memberships. And who do they go to? We have Paul Sweet, Woody Wood, Eka, Allo, and 420 Gaming. Big shout out to CP. If everybody could, put CP in the chat. Put CP in the chat. We're out here fishing the calm before the storm, guys. So the storm is supposed to come through tomorrow. So we figured we'd ease out here, get a little action in, and have a good time on the lake. All right, big shout out to Joe Winkler. Says, "Gotta run for now. Everyone have a great afternoon. Always count on CP." big shout out to Joe Winkler. Really appreciate you for stopping through for a good time, not a long time. Really appreciate you. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, guys. The big dog himself is in the chat. We have Pure Alaska stepping in. Just hit the channel with 10 gifted memberships. Now, who did those gifted memberships go to? They went to Saving Grace Outdoors, 3 Ball Monty, Jerry Young, Jaden, James, Not Sure, Loki, Noel, and Backlash. Also, Cody Black. Oh my goodness. If everybody could, you know the routine. Put Pure Alaska in the chat. Pure Alaska is the current sponsor of today's live stream, guys. Really, really appreciate that. Now, look, I got to move and get out of this wind because my hands are cold. My hands are cold, guys. So we have, how much more time do we have on the clock, Alexandra? How much more time do we have on the clock? Let me know what your partner has on the shot clock. See if we can make it happen. And I believe we have, about a little over 20 minutes. Shout out to Pure Alaska, guys. And if you received one of those gifted memberships, you definitely have to get in there and give Pure Alaska a shout out. Let him know thank you for that gifted membership, because you are now a member of the Money Team. All right, guys, we have 24 minutes. 24 minutes to make it happen. Can we make it happen in 24 minutes? Let's see, where's this other bait at? Let's see. Let's go ahead and try a little minnow bait. All right, so let's catch Pure Alaska up on what's going on. So we have my partner Chicken Hawk that is coming to the chat and hit me with a challenge. He said that I wouldn't be able to catch anything in 1 hour. So the time is ticking. We have 24 more minutes left in that hour. He said 23 minutes, actually. He said I would not be able to catch a thing. Shout out to Ben. He says, I really like your videos. Well, I really appreciate you for tuning in, hopping into the chat, hanging out with us for a little bit. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and put a little stank on it and then seal this deal. Chicken Hawk, how much time did you say I had left? Oh, you said plenty of time? Okay. All right. Oh, my goodness. My fingers are cold. My fingers are getting a little cold, but you know what? That's when your training comes in. I've been out here training my fingers. I've been training them for when it's cold. Let's see if I can set the hook on a cold day. Mighty Jimmy says, we need you in Tampa. Need that weather in Tampa? Well, no, I'm pretty sure you don't need this weather in Tampa. Kevin Smith says, should be out there with you showing how it's done. Pure Alaska says, I've got to run, MoneyBass family. I'm on a plane about to take off. Y'all have a great day. Oh, my goodness. Big shout out to Pure Alaska. About to go out there and hunt some of those polar bear. on the plane to go walk across some sea ice. Really appreciate you for tuning in, sir. Once again, big shout out to Pure Alaska. If you could, type Pure Alaska in the chat, guys. Pure Alaska is the sponsor of today's live stream with those 10 gifted memberships. Occasional Hawk says, don't get frostbite. I'm not going to understand you not being able to type my money in Cash App. Oh, my goodness. He said, I'm still going to have to be able to type. Kevin Smith says, what is the wager? Chicken Hawk came in here and said, you can't catch nothing in 1 hour. And he put a 20 on it. He said nothing, not a thing. It kind of hurt my feelings. Shout out to Pure Alaska, everybody. Jody says, I believe in you. You can do it. Chicken Hawk said 18 minutes. Dog, you got 18 minutes. Ben says, have you ever entered a bass fishing tournament? They are fun. I sure have. I've fished quite a few tournaments, and they are fun. Pure Alaska says, nope, I'm just heading to get away and relax. Get some relaxation going on. Countdown has officially begun, guys. We are on a 17-minute countdown. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Not sure when we will be back out here again because the storms are supposed to be starting tomorrow. Chicken Hawk says, look at all this stuff I can use my spendation on. Pure Alaska says, yeah, M4, you won't find a better rifle for the money than a Tika, in my opinion. Okay, all right. So Pure Alaska, would you use that on and I guess they have different calibers too though, right? It's not just a, 308? Let's ease on back to this 40-foot range. Pure Alaska has different calibers. Uh-oh, Chicken Hawk, he's trying to put the pressure on me. He's applying the pressure. He's like, hey, man, you got 16 minutes. says, how can I join the channel? Ben is like, how can I become a member of the Money Team? Alexandra, if you're in the chat, do you remember how they can do that? I think, well, there's the membership button should be linked to the top of the chat. There's also a link in the description. And there should be a join button on the screen also. M4 says, money, get out of there. Everything is closed tomorrow here in Georgia. Schools are closed. Hurry, man. Temp is dropping. Yep, I can feel that temp dropping right now. I do believe that. Chicken Hawk said, Cash App is open, though. He said, but Cash App is open. Dustin says, have you caught anything yet? Haven't caught anything yet. We're still on the hunt. Chicken Hawk said 13 minutes and I get some of my money back. Pure Alaska says, Cajun the Hawk, Sam, are you in Louisiana? Clint said, Chicken Hawk is looking good. All right, Chicken Hawk says, no, I'm in Alabama. I'm from Louisiana, though. Been trying to get this guy to get at me in the bayou. I'm scared, of course. He said 11 minutes. Oh, my goodness, guys. Only 11 minutes. That isn't even enough time to make a few more good casts, is it? What would you do with only 11 minutes on the clock? All right, guys, we're down to 10 minutes. 10 minutes left and the temps are dropping. We are on the 10-minute countdown. Oh, my goodness. Is the pressure on? Is that what they call pressure? Julian says, I'm going to watch the stream till midnight. Right now in my country is 23:08. All right, Julian, where are you from again, Julian? What's going on, Jake? We have Jake tuning in. Out here for a little calm before the storm fishing. Look at that sun looking nice and bright. Fishing for Dollar says TikTok money. Kay says Chicken Hawk is the scariest person I've ever met in my life. Chicken Hawk has a lot on the line. He has a lot to lose. He's trying to get some of his money back. He says Pepto-Bismol, anyone? Oh, man. Julian says, tick, 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 time is ticking. Here comes the buzzer beater. Uh-oh, look at Junior. Here comes the buzzer beater. Tanya says, sunset, you have nothing coming. Give up. Oh, yeah, look at that sunset. Do you guys see that? It's nice and pretty out there. Ben says, maybe next time you should use a buzz bait. Then you will keep catching fish. M4 says, money. Did the Hawk cast some nice ones in FishX Live for winter fishing in Alabama? You can go to his FishX Live account right now and look and see what Chicken Hawk has in there. And let me know if you think he has some nice ones in there. Kevin says, Chicken Hawk is saying cha-ching. Uh-oh, we have 8 minutes left. Can you believe it? 8 minutes left. Shout out to Derek King. What's going on? Good to see you back in the chat. Chicken Hawk says, how time flies when it's payday. Oh my goodness, not payday. Kay says, money, you should have said 20 bucks. I do not catch a fish. Oh, come on, Cade. Where did the faith go? Oh yeah, look at that. Ben says, I think fishing is peaceful and quiet. I love fishing. Caden says, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. On. All right. We have 6 whole minutes left. How many casts is that? Pure Alaska says, damn, Cajun, I thought I was the only one that remembered that song. Oh, goodness, guys. Dustin P says, get some bendation. Where is the bendation? Christopher James says, you need to change the bait. You need to change it. All right, let's see. Oh, Chicken Hawk said he needs to change the fisherman. Oh, man, that's pretty bad right there. 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left. Oh my goodness. There's no way possible this can happen in 5 minutes. All right, Alexandra, are you in the chat? We need an official countdown. Two minutes, 30 seconds. Mascot said, "Hawk, did you get paid yet?" We got about 2 minutes left. About 2 minutes left. Justin P said he's buying me lunch. Bill Rice says Hawk has his finger on that add to cart button already. All right, Alexandra, how many seconds I got left? There's less than a minute left, I think. Chad says, instead of a 20, just send him a hat. Yeah, I'm gonna send him a hat. Is Alexandria in the chat? I think it's time. Is that time? 30 seconds left. "30 seconds left. Oh, I got him. got him, guys. I got him. Do you see it? Oh my goodness. Oh, it came off. It came off. Oh no, it came off. Oh man, I almost had it to the bottom. Oh my goodness, Chicken Hawk. Chicken Hawk got me. Can you believe it? Listen. I need everybody to understand what you have just witnessed. Chicken Hawk has been trying to beat me at something for 10 years. 10 years, Chicken Hawk has been trying to beat me. And he is finally, after 10 years, let me go ahead and pull up. Oh my goodness. Oh my, where's Chicken Hawk at? Mascot says, man, he snagged a tree. Where's Chicken Hawk at? Hold on, guys. Listen, I'm going to get Chicken Hawk on the phone.
$20 richer. How may we help?
What? Who is this?
This $20 richer.
$20 richer?
$20 richer. See what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying you need to find a way to get up in that cash app. I don't hear no dinging over here. That's all I know. I'm looking for the little ding thing. What's that?
Don't be talking about no P. Diddy stuff over here.
Put that thing.
All right.
You know what? I didn't know I could be making money like this all the time.
All the time?
I started to put 50 on it.
You didn't start to put 50 on anything.
I started to put 50 on it, but I said I didn't want you to have a heart attack out there on the water. So, that's what I said. It was for your health that I took it easy on you. But let me press this. Purchase. Okay. All right.
A purchase?
Yeah, I just had to hit my purchase button.
Why did you hit a purchase button?
I bought me a little bait. Bought a little bait. It cost $20. And you know what? I hit that button like it didn't cost me nothing. Oh, wait, it didn't cost me nothing. Hey, you ought to come out tomorrow so I can make some more money.
I see.
It's fun. That's right. Hit that play button. There you go. Let's see. Holla.
Julian says, well, congrats, Hawk. You got $20 back from the hundreds you donated. Bastiger says, every squirrel Chicken Hawk gets a nut or whatever one day.
Hey, just look here. You know what? It's 20. You got to start somewhere. So I collect this 20, then I catch the next 20. And then, it just goes on and on.
Voodoo said, flag on the play. Patrick Mahomes was not notified of the bet. No bet is counted.
I tried to give you 5 more minutes for $30. But you didn't purchase it.
Hey, man, I don't appreciate you giving me an insulting offer like that in front of everybody.
I'm just saying, Wait a second. Hold on. Somebody sent me something. Got a little dollar sign up here. Oh, I just got $20.
$20 from what?
Let me see. Let me send the money back splash sign.
Oh my goodness. Look who's in the chat. Bill Meeks. Coming in here Bill Meeks talking about 2025, year of the chicken hawk.
That's right. Yeah, the hog, baby. Yeah, the hog. Yeah, the hog. That's how we do it, man. I'm starting the year off. First time I bet you the year out of 1 month. Uh-oh. That means every time I bet you I'm winning money. That right.
Oh, so you saying you're scared no more? You ain't
I ain't never scared. How that song say? And we ain't never scared. We ain't never scared.
Man, but you know, I do have to say congratulations, man. I mean, this has been a long 10 years.
It ain't been that long. You know what I might go buy? You
What?
know, in celebrating this, I might go get me a 3-piece at
You better not go to, you better not do that.
Give me some 3-piece spicy, two thighs and a leg, some green beans and rice, one of them buttermilk biscuits. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do.
Well, listen, you enjoy your $20.
Hey, don't worry about it. We keep saying that. You keep saying that every time. You gonna keep saying it every time. So, hey, when are you gonna be out there giving away money again? See, I guess this is what you do. See, this is how you do it. See, I figured instead of guessing on the bass for cash, then I'll just make my money off of the no bass for cash. That seems to be more profitable. You take that line out the water, it ain't gonna help you now.
Julian said, Hawk, place another bet. The Hawk running now. Hawk is flying away. Hawk is not going to do that.
Oh my goodness, I'm just dealing with my spendation.
Hey, man. I'm going to sue you because that's trademark. I did not give you permission.
Oh my goodness. How long you gonna be out there?
About 5 more minutes.
Oh. I just pointed out that you ain't gonna get nothing in 5 minutes.
I bet you do in 5 minutes.
Hey, you know you the man, right? That's your life.
You feeling good, ain't you?
I'm feeling real good.
Bass Ticker said double or nothing. Double or nothing. But we'll be back. We'll be back. But I don't know what day it's going to be because the temps next week are going to be ugly.
Somebody just put something in the chat. Who they put in the chat? What did they say?
What did it say? $20 say you catch another. No, I'm not doing the bet, no 5-minute bet.
The big money bass dude is scared. I know, money man. Hey, how you like to say? Go ahead, take advantage of me. Go ahead, take my money.
Oh my God! I hope you enjoying this moment.
Oh, I am, and I'm gonna continue to enjoy it.
I might have to go and get you a 10-year trophy.
You trying to act like you set the hook on something. Like that was gonna steal something.
You know you was scared.
I wasn't scared. Wasn't nobody scared, man. He wasn't going. I wanted you to get something with 5 seconds left and not get it in the boat. That's the way I needed it. Well, that was this That, I wasn't expecting just to look on YouTube and make some money like that.
Oh my God. Do you see? Do you see it?
Over that dude. That,
Do you see it, Chicken Hawk?
over that dude.
Oh my goodness. There you go, spot remover. What we're gonna check out this sunset. We're gonna enjoy this sunset, guys. Everybody put TSR in the chat. Big shout out to the spot remover. Hit the channel with the 1999. Said, oh, I got it covered for you, Money Bass. Oh my goodness, guys. Making my fingers warm up already. Everybody put TSR in the chat. Chicken Hawk, why you get quiet? What happened?
Don't worry about it.
What? Chicken Hawk, what happened? Oh my goodness. Put TSR in the chat. What did Chicken Hawk say? He says, don't cover that dude's debt. He must learn his lesson. Oh man, Chicken Hawk.
You go ahead and eat that lesson. I'm telling you.
I need everybody to put TSR in the chat. I don't see it enough in the chat right now. Look right here, guys. There's a fish sitting right here. And there's my spoon going down there. We're going to see.
Okay. And
We just checking on that action.
you should have took the 5-minute bet. See, you were scared. You see it on your little cheetah box. So what's the problem?
Uh-oh, it's swimming away.
Just like that money, just like that $20.
I need everybody to put TSR in the chat. We're at 199 likes. We need one more like, and we need TSR in the chat. Alexandria, if you could be so kind as to put the information in there for the sponsors for today's live stream. Want to give a big shout out to Pure Alaska. Came through and gifted 10 memberships. Chicken Hawk, you still there?
Yeah. Respond to some people. Let them know. Julia said, let's do Bass for Cash. I already did Bass for Cash. I mean, no Bass.
But Chicken Hawk, you do realize you didn't take my money. You took your money. All that money that you paid me is still sitting. Chicken Hawk, listen. All of the money you have paid me has been sitting right there in Cash App all this time. It's still, the rest of it's still sitting in there.
Hey, don't you worry about it. Okay, that's why that means it's safe. I know where to go get it. I know where to go get it. Now next time I get it, I'm gonna get a big number that I'm gonna be on the lake with you. Put that pressure on you. You don't go when that pressure be on you like that.
You see what Maskoff put in here? He said, I noticed you never said put CH in the chat.
That's right. How about that? The chat is down. Put that out there.
Yeah. The spot mover says, tough conditions money, Chicken Hawk, damn sure wouldn't have caught sheet. Caught sheet like a sheet of paper.
I'd have got jiggy with it. I'd have caught me something, baby. I'd have got jiggy with it.
Now listen, Julian said, now here's a tip, Chicken Hawk. Go to Vegas, put everything on 12 and quadruple your money because today is your luck. Listen, you have finally won after 10 years. Really, let everybody know how it feels. Like you've been chasing this dream for such a long time. And now you have finally accomplished such a feat.
I've explained to you how, when I was a pool shark, I let people win a little bit and then get their little confidence up, and then I come back and I take their money.
Uh-huh.
So that's what just happened. See, you still got a little confidence over there because you think you got a little money in your bank, but you don't know I'm coming back to get it, and then I'm not gonna stop until I get past it. You see what I'm saying? And when you look up, that's the way it happens in Vegas.
Oh, that's what's
You
gonna
ain't
happen.
too big. You hit a shot, you be like, oh wait, I can get more, and then you put more, and next thing you know, when you walk out, you be like, how can I do? So that's exactly what you about to go through. I don't know why you still out there. What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm
If
just
you want to
testing.
see a bass today, you better go to Kroger.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and get it packed up, guys. So, want to give a big shout out to Chicken Hawk. He has finally, I mean, you know what? Mask off is right. Everybody put chicken in the chat. Don't put hawk, just put chicken.
No, everybody first time put chicken. I agree.
Everybody
Ow.
put chicken in the chat.
Uh,
Julian says, I have a question for Hawk and Money. What do you think a fisherman likes more, goldfish or Swedish fish?
oh,
They putting chicken in the chat. Shout out to Living Out Loud. She put chicken. Chicken in the chat.
right.
All right.
Ask somebody.
All right, everybody. So take a look. Can you see your screen?
Yes.
You see that sunset?
Yes. That's your dollar. That's your $20. Look at this sunset.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Hey, you should have waited. You might wait out there for the nighttime bite. I hear they gonna be biting later on.
Oh man, oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Julian says, chicken the winner. Mr. Sloth says, what came first, the chicken or the hawk? Living Out Loud, the pocket says, look at that. It is just beautiful. That is right. I want.
I know. I'm looking at that 20. It is beautiful. That 20 is so is beautiful. She talking about the sun. I thought she was talking about that 20. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, you
That
looking at the $20?
20.
Oh my goodness.
Got 'em.
Oh my goodness. So are you gonna do it again or you gonna run off now? Because you know normally the pool shark, when they get some of their money back, then they done, right?
No, the pool shark never get runs. The pool shark stays there as long as the bait is there. See, you were throwing bait, not realizing you were the bait. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
Got him. Yeah, boy.
All right, everybody. I just wanted to stay on and let you guys see that sunset as it heads down and listen to Chicken Hawk enjoy his win after a 10-year chase. The Chicken Hawk was finally successful, guys. All right, but you guys see it. That looks real nice. You can see the clouds right behind the sun. Let's zoom in on it a little bit.
Hey, see what Julie said, right?
He said, Hawk, you know what is better than $20? Winning it from money.
Exactly.
Living Out Loud said he is way too happy. All right, now look, I can feel the temps dropping now. That sun just hit the top of those trees.
You know what? When I was coaching Little League football, I was coaching my kids. If we were losing, they were staying in the wintertime. They were like, it's cold, it's cold. I said, you see that team over there? That's winning? They're not cold.
Bye.
I'm not cold over here.
Bye.
I'm not cold over here.
Bye. I'm gone. All right. All right, everybody. That was Chicken Hawk. I told you he's always coming in here causing problems. He's never in here for good with good intentions. But it's cold, guys. You guys see it. The sun just went down below the trees. I just wanted to let you guys see that sunset, share that with me. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Want to give a big shout out to everybody that contributed to the channel. Shout out to Pure Alaska for donating those 50, no, what is it? 10 gifted memberships, guys. Really, really appreciate it. All right, we're going to go ahead and head in. Everybody that's contributed something to the channel, hopped in the chat, had a great time. We will be back out here again. We are out here on a weekly basis, guys. Whew, it is getting cold. I'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody stay safe out there. You see the fires going on, the winter storms and all that stuff. So stay safe. Enjoy the time that you have with your family and everything. And I will see you guys on the next live stream.